Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video, we'll be talking about the motorcycle club businesses in Grand Theft Auto Online, and why they are some of the worst investments you can make in the game. Now, before we break into today's video, I wanted to point out that yes, buying motorcycle club properties for your nightclub is a decent investment. However, I still wouldn't suggest to purchase the upgrades or actually run the businesses themselves. I would just purchase the cheapest ones so that you can get your nightclub technician sourcing you goods. Apart from that, I can't recommend to purchase the upgrades or anything else. We'll be breaking into all those reasons why in today's video. We'll be talking about price tag, the amount of money you earn, the sale missions, high demand bonus, and just about everything you'll need to know. So let's get straight into it. In today's video, we are going to be focusing on the three most profitable of the motorcycle businesses. We have the Counterfeit Cash Factory, the Math Lab, and the Coke Lockup. The weed is pretty mediocre, so we're not going to really focus on that, and the document forgery is just actual trash. I mean, I don't know what else to say. You are literally not going to make any money if you're using the document forgery. It's just a waste of time. Let's start off with location, price, and upgrades. We are going to be focusing specifically on Sandy Shores, as that is the best location to purchase your motorcycle club businesses. A lot of people believe that purchasing in the city is the smartest, but it's definitely not for two reasons. First of all, purchasing in the city means that you are at a constant uphill drive all the way to Sandy Shores when dropping off your products. But the other reason why it's really bad is, let's say if you ever try to get the high demand bonus and you sell in a public lobby, well, your motorcycle club trucks or motorcycles are going to be sitting outside of your building right in the city, which means it is easy for any player to drive right over to them while you're doing a sale mission and blow them up. So because of that, I cannot recommend to do motorcycle club properties in the city. You don't even save time on the sale missions. It's literally just a waste of money. Purchasing them in Paleto Bay, I don't know why you do that either. They're all the way in the corner of the map. They're going to be a waste of time, and they're quite expensive. So I would highly recommend just to purchase the Sandy Shore, especially because they are the cheapest. Let's start off with the Counterfeit Cash Factory. To purchase this property, you're going to need $845,000. Then you're going to drop an additional $273,000 for the staff upgrade and $880,000 for the equipment upgrade. You can also purchase the security upgrade, which I would definitely recommend to buy because it's going to stop your properties from being raided as often, for $456,000. Purchasing these three upgrades alone is going to be dropping you around $1.5 million, which is a lot of money when you think about it. That's quite a bit more than the property itself. The Math Lab is going to cost you $910,000 to purchase. Then the upgrade for the equipment is $1.1 million, and the staff upgrade is $331,000. So again, without even purchasing security, you're spending at least another $1.5 million on the upgrades for the Math Lab. Finishing off, we have the Coke Lockup. This is a $975,000 property. The equipment is going to cost you $935,000, and the staff is going to cost you $400,000. Again, pair those two things together, and you're looking at $1.4 million without the security upgrade. In front of me, we have an absolutely fantastic Steam review. This showcases just about every single thing you'd want to know when it comes to the motorcycle club businesses. And I'm actually going to link this in the description because it's such a good review. The reason we're using this for today's video is to specifically take a look at the cash per hour that each of the motorcycle club businesses make. So let's start off with Counterfeit Cash. This is the lowest of the income when it comes to all three. It is making $36,750 an hour. And this is pretty simple. It's down to the fact that you have to add in the resupply cost. It is way better and more efficient to just purchase the resupply than it is to go and steal supplies. So that is exactly what we're going to be using for our math. So let's add up how much money it costs for the equipment and staff upgrade. I'm not going to do the location itself, and the reason why is because, as I said before, purchasing these properties are actually really good for the nightclub. So I don't think actually purchasing these motorcycle club businesses themselves are the problem. Using them to make money and purchasing the upgrades is where you're going wrong. So the equipment upgrade is $880,000. I double checked, this is 80,000 off. Must be just a mistype or something. So 880, I don't know why that's there. Retyping $880,000 plus the $273,000 for the security and equipment upgrades. There you go. That is $1.15 million for the counterfeit cash alone. Divide that by the $36,750 that you're earning per hour with this business, and it's going to take you 31 hours to finally make back just the initial investment you have put when it comes to these businesses on the equipment. That is insane. In 31 hours, you could literally do normal money-making methods like the Cayo Perico heist, the agency, heck, you could even do the hangar paired with something like payphone hits. Let's say that you're making a pretty average $1 million an hour. Well, that means you'll have earned $31 million in that time that you instead made back 1.1 million on your motorcycle club business. Yeah, it's just not worth it. Like, seriously, that alone should already be a big red flag. But let's continue. Now we have the Math Lab. This is going to be earning you $39,666.67 per hour, a pretty specific number there. So we have the equipment upgrade, which is $1.1 million. I don't know why I put so many ones there. There you go, $1.1 million. And then we have to add on the staff upgrade, which is $331,500. So there you go, 1.431 million. Divide that by, we're just going to do 40,000 to make it pretty even. So 35 hours it's going to take you to earn back the money on the Math Lab. So 31 hours on the one business, 35 on this business. That is 66 hours combined. All right, let's keep going. Finally, we have the Coke lockup. This property is going to actually be a bit cheaper than the Math Lab. It is $935,000 when it comes to your equipment, and it is an additional $390,000 when it comes to the SAF upgrades. You add these two together, $1.3 million. You're earning $56,000 an hour in this property, so it's only going to take you 23 hours to earn back that money. To be fair, it's still a decent chunk of time, but it is quite a bit better, almost double the efficiency as the Math Lab. The Coke lockup is actually an okay way of making money. This one is all right, but the other two are just really, really bad. Adding the 3 hourly incomes together, you are going to get a grand total of $132,000. And that sounds all right until you actually break into the numbers. First of all, let's compare that hourly income to a singular business, which is Special Cargo. If you simply use Special Cargo's passive way of making money, which is heading to each warehouse and paying Lupe $15,000, guess what? You are going to be earning $144,000 on average when they source the crates. So that alone is already making more money than 3 separate businesses in your motorcycle club area. But not only that, it's also the fact that you have to do sale missions for each of these individual businesses. I made a whole video maybe a couple months ago talking just about why the sale missions for motorcycle clubs actually lose you money. On average, it's going to take you about 15 minutes to do a motorcycle club sale mission. And you might ask how I get that figure. Well, Trash Masters and post-op vans are going to take you around 25 to 30 minutes to complete. Sometimes you don't even have enough time to do all the post-op van sale missions. The motorcycles are usually quick. They take you around 10 minutes. Not too bad at all. Boats probably take you around 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how far away they are from you. You have to fly over to them. But they're not too bad. I don't mind boats, actually, especially because you don't usually have to deal with people. Helicopters usually take around 12 to 15 minutes, and then we have the Dodo, which absolutely sucks. You'd think planes are good, but no, it takes you like 20 to 25 minutes. So when you add all those averages together, we just get a pretty good sweet spot of around 20-ish minutes is what I usually like to say for all of the sale missions. And 20 minutes for each sale mission is well, pretty long. Judging that we have 3 businesses, I would say once every 3 hours you have to do a sale mission, and because there's 3, and on average the sale missions are going to take you about 20 minutes, that means you're going to be spending an hour to do the sale missions for these businesses. And how much money are you going to earn? Let's say that you have waited 4 hours. All of your Motorcycle Club businesses are now filled to the brim with product. Well, if we take that $132,000 of hourly income and multiply it by the 4 hours you've waited, that means you will have $528,000 of earnings once you complete the sale missions. Now, if it takes you an hour on average to do all 3 of the sale missions, when you add them together, you could have literally done a singular Cayo Perico heist and earned double the money. And oh, boo-hoo, yes, I always talk about the Cayo Perico heist. I know. There's a lot of people that are like, doing the Cayo Perico heist is really boring. I don't want to spam it over and over. So you're telling me that you would rather sell Motorcycle Club Trash Masters, Post-Ops, and Planes for an hour every 4 hours than just do a singular Cayo Perico heist? There's no way that's the case, and I refuse to believe it. I would literally rather, like, stare at paint dry than do post-op sale missions. I just hate them. I should also mention that you could literally do any other business as well. Heck, vehicle cargo paired with crate sourcing is going to make you more money than just doing sale missions for your Motorcycle Club businesses would. And we haven't even arrived to the worst part of Motorcycle Club businesses yet, and that is the raids. Raid Shadow. Wait a sec, that's the wrong script. Raids are quite possibly the most frustrating thing to deal with by far. Why? It's quite simple. Let's say that you are in a Motorcycle Club to, I don't know, spawn your Oppressor Mark II instantly, and you have been in your Motorcycle Club for 2 hours. I would say there is a 50-50 chance, if you have all 3 of your Motorcycle Club businesses in the background, if you don't own the security upgrades, of getting raided. Literally a 50-50. I've had it happen so many times, I've given in and just purchased the upgrades. I mean, obviously now I don't run the businesses, but literally, there's a very high chance that you will get raided. And I'm pretty sure most of you will agree with this in the comments who have dealt with LJT here in the past. It is incredibly annoying, and because of that, I try to minimize the amount of time I'm in a Motorcycle Club at all times. The businesses just have so many downsides. You could literally earn more money doing simple things like the Cluck and Bell raid than you will when it comes to Motorcycle Club businesses. And you don't need to spend money on a new business doing the Cluck and Bell raid. It's just such a waste of time. It's a waste of money. I mean, if the Motorcycle Club business was fun and it was something like the Chop Shop where you had these really cool missions, then sure, I'd say maybe it's not that bad. But no, the missions aren't fun. The whole business sucks when you deal with the raids, when you deal with the sale missions. There is not a single fun part of the Motorcycle Club businesses, especially having LJT call you every 10 minutes. Hey, you're not selling your product. It's just, man, absolutely hate them. So personally, I would recommend to never step near Motorcycle Club products. As I said in the beginning of the video, they are all right if you want to have them set up for your nightclub. But apart from that, they are an absolute money sink. They're going to take you way more time when you could have just spent it elsewhere to make the money back. Don't buy them. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.